Welcome to KocoSports. I am the huge one kid idiot Dave Koco from Wrestle AM, a podcast on YouTube, KocoSports, wherever you find your podcast needs. I also stream every single day, never missed a day in my life, on twitch.tv/KocoSports. And this is just something me and my wife got together. A lot of people asked, what are some tips for coming to Wrestle Kingdom for your first time? This ain't going to be like your first time in Japan. It's just the basically Wrestle Kingdom weekends and the Tokyo Dome area. Some of them are silly. Some of them are legit, and some of them, hopefully they can help you. All right, tip number one. I'm just reading this off my phone. The Tokyo Dome hotel needs to be reserved in advance. It could be pricey, but it's insanely convenient. If you can afford the Tokyo Dome hotel, A, congratulations, you know how to manage money, and B, it's insanely convenient. All right, 2, in the area, you don't have to know much Japanese. Just stay calm. There's lots of English to read, and mostly everyone in that area speaks English. You can go to JR, you can go to police, you can go to staff, and they should help you. I see a lot of people panic at the train stations. I see a lot of people panic, and you don't have to. You don't have to. Just breathe, whoo, and go. So you should be fine with that. Tokyo Dome around this time of year has a lot of construction around the time. Baseball is their priority, so you'll be like, wow, there's a lot of construction at the Tokyo Dome. I know a lot of friends that travel here always say that. I'm like, well, yeah, because their priority is the Tokyo Giants in baseball. They're very strict on videotaping, and there's always different types of rules. I'm not really sure why this is. There's the super gaijins, the pet gaijins that are like, you gotta listen to the rules at all times and respect. And why is this a thing? It makes no sense. There's bigger leagues, more important things going on in the world that let you videotape. Not here. I think sometimes it's no recording at all, and sometimes it's 6 to 15 seconds. It's crazy. The security will keep an eye on you, especially the better seats you have, and they'll always go to the gaijins first. Just the borders they're going. Me and my wife have been to enough events where we've seen the Japanese record and no one says anything. The second you're like, hey, I'm going to take a picture. Oop, that took too long. They're going to check out your phone and all that. So follow the rules or become Japanese or yeah, dude, because it's just a pain in the ass. It's not worth it. All right, so there you go. If you're a baseball fan, there's tons of cool Tokyo Giant shops around, and also there's the Japanese Baseball Hall of Fame. So that's it. New Japan shop. Show up a day or two earlier or skip it. If you show up a day or two early, it's completely empty. You get to see a lot of the different products in and out. Bam. But if you go the day of, it's a crazy long line, and 90% of the merch in there will be at the merch tent, which will go a lot faster. So if you show up 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever, you show up any day besides Wrestle Kingdom, you can go in New Japan shop, in and out, in and out, in and out. It's pretty good. But if you go the day of Wrestle Kingdom, there'll be lines for miles. Show up early for merch. Some or most will sell out. Stardom merch sells out insanely quickly. The merch tent is outside in front of the Tokyo Dome. There's 2 lines for cash and credit. And all the way to the right, there might be a few items from the independent show. Plus, when you show up, it will tell you what's sold out and not. They'll have a little menu board up. And on top of that, you can see what you want. If you go to the New Japan shop a couple days earlier, it's going to be way more convenient, and you'll probably have everything you want. The mystery bags every year have been absolute bangers. The mystery bags are worth it. Let's say the mystery bags are $100. You're probably going to get about $300 worth of merch. Every year I've bought the mystery bag, and every year I'm just like, damn, this was worth it. See the old closed New Japan shop. It's empty, but you got to take a picture of you pointing up in the sky to the New Japan shop logo. The logo is still up as of recording this. There's also if you're walking down, you see New Japan shop. There's a building to the left of it. There's two shops in there. One sells fashion stuff, high-end fashion stuff, and the other one sells classic and almost every company merch there. And the station that you come out of will probably have merch and fashion too. It could be a little high price, but I don't know how fashion works. Wear a rare or limited t-shirt that is like important to you. If you want to have conversations, it's a huge conversation starter, and a lot of Japanese fans, especially at Wrestle Kingdom or big events or at wrestling events, what shirt you're wearing will start a conversation. So, yeah, so if you have a rare or limited t-shirt that is special to you, wear it, and you could meet a friend or two. And so it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of weird because it's like a wrestling fan thing. It's like, oh, wow, you got a Masawa shirt. Oh, my God, you got a Tiger Mask shirt. Oh, wow, is that an Oki? Oh, so you could start some real fun conversation with that, and Japanese fans in general just love to talk about it. Be early for cosplayers. They really work hard on the outfits. It's a cool experience. Be very friendly and just be cool. I know that sounds weird, but a lot of foreigners that come here, they're either pets or super gaijins. They're like, tell me what to do, master. Or they're like, I don't have to follow any of the fucking rules. Listen, just be fucking normal, okay? Just be a normal person and use manners. I've seen it, and you don't have to tip them. It will be an awkward experience. They'll be like, are you giving me money? Okay. So yeah, tipping in Japan's not a big deal, but this is more about the Tokyo Dome and not Japan. Especially Wrestle Kingdom. If you show up early, finding a restroom could be difficult. The Tokyo Dome Hotel has an awesome restroom, but I'm pretty sure they're putting a lock on it because, listen, back in the day, some of the elite knew about this bathroom in the Tokyo Dome Hotel. And people like me told other people how great the bathroom is. And now I think there might be a lock on the bathroom. I think you have to have a key. I have no idea. I know they're trying to get it, but the Tokyo Dome Hotel, it was like the perfect spot. Korakuen Hall is very close to the Tokyo Dome. A lot of fans are shocked how close it is. There's a downstairs public bathroom down there. There you go. Check out arenas, the Tokyo Dome for events. Check out arenas near the Tokyo Dome for events like Korakuen Hall, Tokyo Dome City, Shinjuku Face. Around this season, there are a ton of wrestling and combat sports events. Some people try to double dip on 1-4. That is very dangerous. I don't live that lifestyle. But I will go to a bunch of events around 1-4. But around 1-4, if I do go, I'm on the fence this year. If I do go, I only go for 1-4. But some people are like, yeah, I'm going to go to Korakuen Hall, then I'm going to go to Tokyo Dome City, then I'm going to go to... I'm like, okay, man, you're playing with fire. I don't know. I just hate leaving a show early, and I hate showing up to a show late. But that's just me. So there you go. Seats on the floor. All right, up close, they are really nice. But farther back you go, you're better off sitting in the things. So if you're sitting on the floor and you're close, chef's kiss, you're a fucking baller. Great seats. But the farther back you go, it's kind of like, yeah, you sat on the floor, but you couldn't see shit. You know what I mean? So, dollar for dollar, bang for your buck, around home plate. All right. Sometimes they'll depends if the ticket sales are that good or bad. Sometimes they'll tarp off that area. Listen, the secret is round home plate. You can get a round home plate, bam. It's a beautiful view. It's not the best view, but it's the best view for your buck. First base, third base line, it could be a little rough just because the angle you're on. But yeah, and the higher seats you go up, it's not too bad. Like the higher seats are not that bad at all. I go there sometimes if I'm a last second. I've sat everywhere in the Tokyo Dome. I've been to Tokyo Dome probably, I don't know, close to 1 million times. But here's a heads up that a lot of people don't know. There's couches. They're kind of like boxed in couches. People own those, so don't sit in them. There'll be a sign, but some people are like, oh, it's a couch, I'll sit down. Don't. That's someone's property. They bought the rights to that couch. So yeah, just be careful. The box seats, the higher up you go. If you're a bigger fan, now I am 5'11". I'm gaining a lot of weight. I got a sumo ass, got a little bit of beer belly, and the seats are pretty tight for me. Okay. If you're a bigger guy, get seats on the edge or get 2 seats. Because if you get a seat in the middle, you could get squished pretty bad. And I've had a couple bigger friends. Not necessarily, you don't have to be a fat guy. You could be just a giant fucking man. So like, be honest, the seats are pretty fucking small. So if you're big, like just in general, not fat shaming, if you got, I was thinking, should I show my ass? If your ass is bigger than my ass, you might want 2 seats or the edge seat, because it can get really uncomfortable for bigger people. So yeah, if you're a bigger guy, you might want to do 2 seats. I don't know why I get something, and I'm like, it's good. I'm gonna do it. All right. If your caboose is bigger than this, you might want 2 seats. All right. So yeah, it really just depends. I've had some athletes have a hard time. I've had some of my bigger friends have a hard time. I fit in fine. It is a little squishy, a little uncomfortable. But with that said, if you go to Sumo Hall, not Sumo Hall, yeah, Sumo Hall. Yeah, Sumo Hall. If you go to Sumo Hall, you want to be up close or farther back. Some of those mid-range seats are very uncomfortable, but that has, maybe they'll have an event, Sumo Hall. Inside the Tokyo Dome, they went cashless. It's a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. For young people, like, yeah, that's the way it's always been. Ho, 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 down with cash. But for older people, like, what? What? I just want a goddamn soda. Actually, I think the soda and the beer people still take cash. Bear friend, did the soda and beer people still take cash?
I don't think so.
Fuck me, I don't think so. Yeah. So inside it, they went cashless. Either way, fucking make sure you have a credit card or debit card or something ready to go. All right, best way to make friends. I've been to a million fucking events at the Tokyo Dome, from every fucking sport imaginable. All right, best way to make friends: buy a shit ton of tacos at Taco Bell. They have a Taco Bell. For us, that's a big deal. We had to fight to get that Taco Bell there. Get a bunch of tacos, sit down. You can find a Japanese friend, and you're like, oh no, should I talk to him? I don't know. And he's like, "Rrr." But if you go, hey, you want a taco? They're like, "Mwah." And they start conversations. I kid you not, tacos give you friends in the Tokyo Dome. And for price, it's not that bad. And not only that, but it feels really cool to eat a taco in the Tokyo Dome. I don't know why. I absolutely fucking love it. All right, so there you go. The strong style burger is a must. You have to have it. It is absolutely delicious. It's hot as balls in here. So there you go. Tokyo Dome ice cream, over fucking rated. Okay, it's good for like pictures and Instagram, but they have an ice cream bar that looks like the Tokyo Dome. It doesn't taste good. Baskin Robbins is somewhere there, so make sure to check it out. And the hot dogs have a bad reputation. Not as bad as you think. Back in the day, Tokyo Dome had like the worst rated hot dogs, but they've really fucking improved. They're not good, but they're not the worst thing I've ever had. Maybe I'm just getting used to them. So there you go. And you can find one. Search around the stadium. Obviously not during the matches, unless, of course, it's a fucking House of Torture match. Feel free. Take a piss. Search around the stadium. There's a lot of cool treasures and baseball history. You'll just see some amazing things. If you want to go to the Elite's TGI Friday, I'm fat, dude. A lot of this is going to be food. I just realized, Bear, like 50 of our tips are food. If you want to go to the Elite's TGI Fridays, it's in between Tokyo Dome and Korakuen Hall. Get a reservation before you go, because if you don't, you'll probably have to wait a long line. Some wrestling fans want to eat at what they nicknamed the Elite's TGIF. If you want cheap and good food around the area, Kanata coffee. It's above Starbucks. Holy fuck. It's cheap and it's goddamn delicious, okay? Dollar for dollar. They also have Hub. Hub is famous for foreigners hanging out. Besides beer, it's an experience you might want to skip. Like, the food is fucking horrendous. And usually outside of, how do I say this without being mean? Foreigners that hang out in the Hub, not on vacation, are just there to share their sadness. If you want Japanese food, avoid small bars. Izakayas could cost a lot of money and the food isn't that good. Very close nearby is Shinjuku. Shinjuku, they have a lot of selections and a different price range. So if you're a fucking baller, they got some really nice restaurants. The station is hell. It's devil. I have lived in Japan for 476 years. And I have a friend. His name is TKO Sam. He says, let's hang out at Shinjuku Station. And I try to find excuses because that's how fucking horrible that station is. He's like, it's not that fucking bad. It's horrible. So when you get off and it's like, welcome to Shinjuku, just know you are in the 8th fucking ring of hell. I don't know how many rings of hell there are, but that's the 8th. That's the 8th. But if you go to Shinjuku, the restaurants are amazing. The atmosphere is amazing. It depends. Ladies of the night. That's not me, but they're there. DDT has a bar and restaurant, and Shinjuku Face is there. If you like anime and video games, I wouldn't do this on the same day. Akihabara is very close. When leaving some exits at the Tokyo Dome, be careful of strong winds. A lot of people will lose their hats. Some people will fall down, and you could drop your merch. There'll be people when you're exiting. There'll be people there warning you about it. But there's certain exits that, it's just a wind tunnel. It's a wind tunnel. Fucking kids find it hilarious, but you'll see a fucking old lady get taken down by a fucking gush of wind. Try not to laugh, okay? And if you're the guy that fucking falls, it's fucking hilarious, okay? Think about it. I just walked out, and I fucking lost my hat and fell on my ass. That's hilarious. Don't fucking take it out on you. Don't laugh at the old ladies. You fall, someone laughs at you, just take it on the chin. Be like, my fucking leg's broken. The area clears out fast, so I would wait. If you're gonna make content, wait. Everyone gets out pretty quick. And then you could shoot. I see a lot of bigger channels. They go farther away. No. You can get like right next to the Tokyo Dome. You just got to wait for it to clear out. So it's good. And plus, the train is insanely packed. So if you wait, like I usually go eat at a restaurant, come back, shoot a video, and then go. And it's so much more convenient. So there you go. That's about 30, 40 tips. I feel like there's probably I forgot some. But feel free to leave your own tips in there. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I usually don't make content like this, but a couple people ask me, they say, hey, we're flying in. What do we do? And and there's tons of videos about it. Japan is pretty, especially Tokyo, is pretty amazing for visitors. Living here is a different ball of wax, but that's not the kind of content I make. You okay, Bear? My wife might be dying. Bear, breathe. It's okay. We can make it to the Tokyo Dome. So, and the last bonus tip, if you see me and my wife, don't talk to us. I'm just kidding. Feel free to say hello. That was going to be my first tip. I was making a list. I was like, tip 1, you see me? Don't talk to me. No, but I'm just being mean. You can talk to me. And just be kind and be yourself. Don't be a pet super gaijin, but also don't be a nuisance. Just be yourself, have a good time, and hopefully you'll be okay. Hopefully you'll be fine. But the merch is a big deal, like when and where to get it. And the food's a big deal, because that area you can pay a lot of money for food that's not very good. Not very good. So feel free to ask me any questions about the Tokyo Dome. If you have any questions about Japan, there's 8 billion people. Let me see. Let's get TikTok. TikTok, everything is awesome. Nothing ever goes wrong in Japan. Oh my God, can you believe Japan has wrappers on their candy bar? Oh my God, I would rather fucking die than make content like that. And then don't read on Reddit. Those guys are just negative. Did you know bad stuff happens in Japan? Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. So, Japan. It's a pretty awesome place to visit. Tokyo Dome is where I want to die, and it's beautiful. Wrestle Kingdom is a bucket list item everyone should do. And Japan is not the best, and it's not the worst place to live. But it's a pretty awesome place to visit. All right, feel free to ask me any questions. I'll try to answer them as much as I can. Hopefully these tips helped. And, yeah, with that, I am KocoSports on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and the mean streets of Yokohama. And I am over. Oh, and also, don't follow the women home. It's kind of obvious. Whoop!